Okay, so there has been a huge update in the Illuminati situation with a video made on her from her ex-boyfriend resurfacing over 4 years later. Without wasting any time, let's get straight into it because we have a lot to talk about.
My regret and ultimate fear here is that it's important to call out bullying, lying, doxing, and threats. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that Illuminaughtii has engaged in all of these behaviors. I feel that I must state up front that for the last 2.5 years, I was involved in a romantic relationship with the YouTuber known as Illuminaughtii. And as such, this won't be an easy video for me to make, because it's about someone that I once cared very deeply for. But I'm afraid that the stalking...
I have seen your fucking Twitter and the bullshit you've been spewing on there.
The harassment.
You fucking asshat.
The abuse.
Because God knows why, because you're bitter about a fucking breakup because your cash cow fucking left you. Like, fuck off!
Just can't go on anymore. Just today, on April 16th, 2019, Illuminaughtii called my home phone to avoid a block that I have set up on my cell phone, to threaten me for possessing audio of her, which you will hear and have heard in this recording so far. After she was informed that I had shared the audio anonymously, she ominously wished me luck, and then posted on Twitter that she would be hiring a lawyer.
Now before continuing, I just want to point out something that you may have noticed yourself, right? Does this not seem like a repeated pattern of behavior? Since 2019, for the last 4 years, she has this pattern of behavior of constantly trying to threaten legality rather than trying to actually combat these things with her own words. In my eyes, it says everything about your credibility when you have to try to shut everybody up around you rather than let them speak and then try to defend yourself with your own words.
Now, this video only recently became an inkling in my mind after I expressed disbelief in Miserybox's server, before its erasure, that Illuminaughtii was now interacting with him in a friendly way, including Bumfries as well, people that she had absolutely disparaged to my personal knowledge in private messages between herself and I, which of course led her to post this publicly in Miserybox's Discord. After which, I posted that I was now considering posting a video of my own, showing the proof that I had, that I was not a liar, and to make my point clear. Which led to a threatening text from Illuminaughtii, threatening legal action, were I to make a video about her activities in any way.
For those who might be confused, to kind of give you some context, right? From what I've gathered from this clip, basically what happened is he ended up going into the Discord server of a person that Blair shit-talked, and he was very confused, right? Because from his perspective, it's like, well, you've shit-talked this person to me a lot in private, so why are you acting so friendly with them? Which then prompted Blair to send this extremely overreactive message, and it naturally, because of this overreaction, now made it so that her ex-boyfriend felt comfortable making a video about her fake attitude. Which would then prompt Blair to send this insane message to him, which doesn't even make any sense. Why would you tell him not to dox you when he himself has never threatened to do that, nor has ever told anybody that he was going to do that?
The following interactions are not that fascinating outside being a flurry of insults from her. I eventually convinced her to begin a Discord call in which I recorded our discussion and the audio clips that you've already heard in this episode. I would like to point out that she threatened me with legal action should I ever use this audio, and just today, April 16th, 2019, contacted me on my home phone again to avoid a block that I had placed on my phone to prevent communication with her, in order to threaten me because she had heard anonymously that I had spread it falsely.
Okay, I want to point out a few things from this clip. First thing being that he has every right to play the recording of the phone call he had with Blair because of 2 reasons, right? For one, you can see him say it's a one-party consent law, which means that you don't need 2 parties to consent to a recording. 2, legality aside, dude, honestly, everybody should be recording their fucking calls with Blair, to be honest with you, because of how much she lies and just fucking manipulates, like... Good. Honestly, everybody should be recording their calls with you because of how fucking insane you are with actually twisting the truth. Second of all, it's actually harassment at this point with how much she's trying to go out of her way to speak to him when he already blocked her number.
After these discussions, she directly implored Miserybox, using the perceived friendship that they had, to personally remove me from his server, using her influence as a larger creator to lie and state that I had threatened to dox her, despite my very specific text stating that was not my intention whatsoever. Unfortunately, once I told her to leave me alone again, she seemed to have taken this as a call to battle. I discovered that she was spreading around her Discord server that I intended to release intimate photographs sent during our time together, and also claimed that I was mobilizing my server to raid her own. The latter came from a moderator in her server, TidXbit, who informed me both of the specifics of the legal actions discussed in this message and the Discord raiding claims. Both are laughable accusations, as I have no intention of breaking any laws, nor breaking her trust quite that much.
Here we are yet again with another case of repeated behavior. Repeated behavior being the behavior of her constantly saying that people are doing things that they're not doing and then having no evidence to back it up. Just insane too, because she repeats this same sort of pattern of behavior of just falsely accusing people of things without having any evidence to back it up, and she just doesn't think it's ever going to catch up to her, I guess. But no, when you do this to enough people, your pattern of behavior gets exposed very quickly, and when people see this repeated pattern of behavior, they're not going to listen to a single thing you have to say anymore because they know you're a liar. The next clip I'm going to show you has to be the most disgusting thing Blair did in this entire situation.
What took me aback and made me fear for my safety and my future were two things. A claim that she had already contacted a lawyer about this potentially Class D felony, and that I would be receiving a summons regarding this, in addition to an even more frightening and concerning set of circumstances. A couple months ago, I informed iilluminaughtii about someone on the internet threatening to dox me. We discussed this person in depth, and she even considered making a video about this person to call them out. A Discord user known as Cracker Snatcher, who had made threats of violence against me, as well as attempting to locate and disseminate my location and name. I was saddened to be informed by my friends that she had joined a Warcraft 3 Discord server solely for the purpose of providing and exchanging personal information with this extremely dangerous and unstable individual. After discovering these two concerning facts, I messaged iilluminaughtii and left her a voicemail to let her know that I was backing off the idea of making this video at all, for fear of both my financial and physical safety. She would then go on to publicly brag about scaring me into silence with these actions, and this video is being made now due to her once again believing that she can try to inspire fear and compliance through threats, frivolous litigation, and intimidation.
Genuinely cannot be stressed enough how much of a terrible person Blair is for doing this. Who in their right mind would in any way, shape, or form get in contact with the person that they knew tried to actually dox their ex? To make matters worse, when Azothan, who is the person in the video, ends up actually dropping a voicemail to them of how scared they are about what is going to happen to them because they know what Blair is doing, Blair actually has the audacity to say this about the situation, and it's just... It's pure insanity. Like, it's actually insane. Acting all high and mighty on Twitter about the fact that you had to silence somebody out of fear from both a, actual legal and financial perspective, also from the perspective of actual safety because the person knows that you're working with a doxer who's been trying to dox them. Before ending this video, I do want to say I'm going to have Azothan's channel in the description down below and in the pinned comment, so I do want all of you to show him as much support as possible. I highly recommend you check out his second video on Blair that actually includes more of the conversation he had with Blair that I'm not going to include in this video. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all again next time.